Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you all are doing safe and are doing well. Thank you for taking out time and joining our curtain raiser event. I am Mansi Kumar. I am the program manager with TiE Hyderabad. And on behalf of the chapter and our committee, I welcome you all to the curtain raiser of TiE Women 2021 Global Competition Program. At the outset, we thank and acknowledge the presence of our India partner, that's Empower. Thank you for your support, and we acknowledge the presence of Mr. Gaurav Prakash. He is the Chief Strategy Officer at Empower. We also acknowledge the presence of our chapter lead, Ms. Rashida. She is leading this initiative at TiE Hyderabad chapter level. And also our committee members of TiE Hyderabad, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure everybody is aware of TiE, but I would just like to take a moment and introduce you about TiE Hyderabad. TiE Hyderabad is a global network of 15,000 plus entrepreneurs, and our presence is in 61 different cities. Every city is a chapter, so we say we are spread across 61 different chapters in 14 different countries. And I'm very happy to say, of course, Hyderabad has been a very vibrant chapter. And over the 2 decades, we have been the most awarded chapter worldwide. And right from the education vertical, be it a TiE be it Young Entrepreneurs Program that we run. We also do other sessions, or I would like to brief you about the different kind of themes that we're talking about. Open Mic for Entrepreneurs, which has been our signature event. Other than that, we do member mixers where we bring in our charter members and associate members together for a formal networking and possibilities of synergies. Those are the similar kind of programs. We do Thursday night talks. We do mentor advisor programs where we have highly established and successful entrepreneurs who are there to share their experience and help you out there. So this is what TiE Hyderabad is about. And thank you once again. Welcome to the TiE Women program that we are going to talk about today. We run this program in 2 phases. I would now be inviting our chapter lead, Ms. Rashida. She is a company secretary and a lawyer. She is a board member of TiE Hyderabad, and like I said, she leads this program at the chapter level. Professionally, she is a founding partner of RNA Associates. And with that, I also acknowledge and would like to present to you, this is the committee that runs this program here. Under the leadership of our president and vice president, along with Rashida ma'am, we have a stellar committee who is driving this initiative and out there to give all the support that they can. So with that, I would now be handing over the session to Rashida ma'am for giving out the details on the first phase of the session. Over to you, Rashida ma'am.
Thank you very much, Mansi, and a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for the overwhelming response that we got to this program, and sincerely appreciate all your, the time and effort that you're spending right now, for this curtain raiser. So as you see, the TiE Women is a part of a global initiative of TiE network as a whole, and this initiative was started in the year 2020, sorry. And, with the objective that, while we see that, of course, there are women entrepreneurs which are now really emerging well, but we don't, we still feel that scalability and, sustainability is an issue for women entrepreneurs. And we would like to, make sure that through this platform of TiE, which is fostering entrepreneurship, we can, we have some special focus on women and, make sure that we can provide that platform where they can scale, grow, and also, if possible, connect with investors for the fundraising as well as fund requirements. So with that objective, this TiE Women program was initiated by the TiE Global, and and one of the programs that was initiated was this global competition, wherein each chapter level, we would have women entrepreneurs participate, and we would select the best four, and they would then go on for global competitions. Of course, that is the second phase of the program, which will be spoken by our global program chair, program manager, who will be joining us soon. But with the first phase, wherein we at the local level, at chapter level, what we would, what it entails, I would like to just give a little brief about it. I would also like to say that, we have been, India partner is Empower for this TiE Women program. And we are really fortunate that Empower is with us and supporting us. And, literally, also providing the accelerator program for the winners, once we have selected the winners at the chapter level. So thank you very much, Empower, for all, for your partnership. And we really value that. We also have other partnerships, which is SIRX at chapter level. We have, CII IWIN is our partner, and we have T-Hub is also our partner, with whom we are partnering and, getting all valuable inputs from them. So thank you very much for your partnership. We really value that. So 2020, if you see TiE Women, what happened in TiE Women? So this is our second year. Last year was the first year. We had a grand launch on the 6th March last year, just before the pandemic hit and, everything went online. And then, we had 3 mentor camps from May 5th to August 13th. So when we talk about mentor camps, is basically a mini entrepreneurial development program, which I will be talking much more in detail as we go forward. And then we had on the August 24th, the regional finals. So if you see the numbers which are there already on the screen, we had 224 applications that were received from women entrepreneurs, and we had 26 mentor camp sessions, 7 mock pitch sessions. And all these mentor programs were run for 12 days, and we also had one-to-one mentorings. Totally 76 out of 224 applications were selected for the mentor camps. And, we had 28 mentors who were mentoring. We had the support, and these are all our charter members who are registered with TiE at the TiE Hyderabad chapter. Very established, entrepreneurs and very successful entrepreneurs who are giving mentoring to all the TiE women. And we had 2 mentor one-on-one, per company. We had given 2 one-on-one mentors to help them prepare for the final pitching competition as well as the mock pitch. So, and all this was virtual, which was held. And we out of the final 16, which was selected, 4 were the finalists, and 1 finalist was the finalist, which went on to Dubai for the global competitions. This year also we have the global competitions in Dubai, which we will be talking a little later. So what does 2021 program, what is the highlights for this program? And first of all, I must appreciate all those who have already registered. Thank you very much for your registration. All those who are still on the fence, I would urge them to please register, because definitely there's a lot of value that comes from this program. And, there's a lot of learning that happens, and which will help you to scale and grow, and also give you a lot of networking opportunities. So what we are planning to do this year is we are going to have the moment you register, we plan to start our entrepreneurship development program from 5th of July, where we will have 10 interactive sessions. Can you go back, please, Mans? Yeah, so we will have 10 interactive sessions. We will have 2 mentors per session. And these sessions will be 3 days in a week and for 2 hours each. After that, once this is done, we will have a clinical mentoring for specific problems, if there are any. We will also be having case studies, which we will do with real-time problems and solutions. Then we will have mentor connects, focusing on regional and on the global finals. So we plan to have about 24 plus mentoring hours with highly seasoned entrepreneurs, and also peer learning opportunities will be there because, and also we want to do one session which we can have in person. We will shortly take a poll from all of you. If you would prefer to take an in-person meeting, then we would like to have one in-person meeting. So shortly, Mansi will be taking a poll for that. And also you get a, yes, somebody's asking, do you get a one-on-one mentorship opportunity? Yes, you will get a one-on-one mentorship opportunity once you've registered as an associate member. That is a separate program again we run. So we will be doing that. And then, of course, you will have interactions with serial entrepreneurs as well as industry stalwarts. We also would, that's a selected finalist. We are trying to get some 8 hours of special sessions from various very renowned, class speakers. So this is the program for 2021, which is in store for all of you once you register as, and of course you get the associate membership of TiE. Where you will get the benefit of the year-long programs that which Mansi has already told, which gets conducted at TiE, for all the associate members. So the sessions that are planned, which we plan to start from the 5th of this year, would be orientation, design thinking, creativity, and innovation. So this is the first one, which we'd like to have an in-person session, subject to, once we get the poll and whatever the majority wants. So this would give you a chance to meet your, other people one-on-one and, get to network and connect. And also design thinking and creativity is something which cannot be done online and has to be done in person. Then we will have the next session will be idea validation and product market fit, lean canvas, product prototyping and development, business model archetypes, 9-block BMC case study, business plan and pitch deck preparation, team building and partnerships, projections, valuations, fundraising process, go-to-market strategy, digital marketing, brand building, revenue scale and growth hacking, statutory and legal compliances. And after this is done, there will be 2 mock pitching sessions where we will then select the qualifiers for the regional competition. And at the regional competition, from these qualifiers, there will be 4 finalists that will be selected. So this is the program for this year. And I'm sure it's really, really exciting. We are also very excited to do this for you all. And we have some phenomenal mentors that have been lined up to take all these sessions for you. And I'm sure, all of you will really benefit. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask. You can unmute and ask, or you can put it on the chat box and we'll be happy to address. Over to you, Mansi.
Surely, ma'am. So just like Rashida ma'am said, thank you so much for all the inputs. We would like to quickly do a poll and understand whether you're willing to attend a few in-person sessions. These are definitely good for peer learning, the workshop like ma'am said. So please go ahead and help us with your views. And of course, I mean, it goes without saying we would definitely be following all the COVID-related protocols. We'll ensure it's a limited attendance, maybe, spread it across in 2 different batches. We'll definitely ensure all the possible care has been taken. So yes, please feel free and share your views. While you all are still voting and we have some more time left, we would just also like to let you know, today we would want to understand a little bit about your ventures. So we will be doing a round of introduction, just a brief 1-minute introduction. We would want to understand what your venture is and maybe a few lines of what you are expecting from this program. So I think we've got good enough votes. Is there on the screen for everyone? So I see some 79% saying yes. So thank you. Definitely, it's very helpful when you have your peers around you. It's not more of a competition, but it's more of a bonding, is what our mentors have been seeing over the years. It's a different kind of a thing, and it helps you move further without looking at the competition part of it. So definitely, thank you so much for your votes, with 79% saying yes to attend in person. So yes, definitely, we will come back to you with more details. Thank you for your time. So I would just like to call a few names that I can see here and I know have been a part of TiE's journey, who would want to unmute and introduce. Shwetali, would you like to unmute yourself and give a brief, 1 minute, very short brief about what your venture is and what you're expecting from TiE?
Hi, Mansi. Hi, everyone.
Shwetali.
I'm Shwetali. I had an early stage at tech startup where we cater to K-12 education. We're trying to make use of technology and other aspects and integrating it to education and offering it to Telangana board schools as of now. And I'm targeting to launch it in CBSE and ICSE schools in the next. Mansi, is that introduction enough or?
Mansi, are you there?
Mansi, you're on mute.
I would also like to call upon Neelam Trivedi. Neelam, would you like to unmute yourself, please?
Yeah, hi, very good evening, ladies. Thanks for introductions. My name is Neelam Dwivedi, and I'm incubated at CCMB Hyderabad. And we developed insulin capsule technology for insulin-dependent diabetes patients around the world. And then after filing patent, we spin off the startup TiE Technologies. And being in a biopharmaceutical sector, we found it very difficult to raise funds. So with the help of TiE chapter, like from long time, people were telling that I should incorporate in or I should tie up with TiE venture. So I'm looking here to raise funds, and let's see how journey goes. And I will be happy to learn in person. Maybe it's been a time to attend all the virtual session. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Neelam. Yes, we are also looking forward to meeting everyone at the sessions and for more interactions. Next, if I may invite Rajeshwari Kalyanam, please.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Mansi. It's a pleasure to be here for the first time. We are a food media company called Handy Talks. It's a startup, and I am a journalist. I have 20 years of experience, and I'm a co-founder here at Handy Talks. A small team. We are addressing food media with two solutions. One is a media company that will amplify the food sector with news, views, articles, podcasts, everything. It's also a branding tool for the content strategy solutions that we will be providing for food sector. Very focused, unique solutions. Where the digital world is shifting towards content solutions, I think we are going to fill in that gap and create these solutions for the food companies across the spectrum, whether it's restaurants, chefs, food processing industry in general. So that is in short what we are.
Thank you, Rajeshwari, and I do recollect our conversation. Definitely, it's a very unique idea. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Ma'am, we can probably take one more and then we move on with our next session. Can we take one more, ma'am?
Yes, please. Has Kanika joined?
Yes, Kanika ma'am is here and Mr. Gaurav is also here. So
let's take one more, then we can ask Kanika.
Okay, perfect. Can I ask Ashwini Sangaraju to please unmute and share details?
Hi, this is Ashwini, Director of Bhaskaraju Educational Hospital and Research Center. Let me ask you a question. Is it possible to solve a Rubik's Cube within a minute, solve maths problems in seconds, memorizing 100 poems, even 3 years kid, reciting whole Bhagavad Gita, memorizing periodic table forward and backward, and making 100 origami images, being
Ashwini,
accident? Yeah, solving hundreds of tangram puzzles, drawing portraits, and many more activities. Can you believe that a single student can do these activities? Yes, it's possible. But we have seen people excel in one or two activities. But we have trained more than 250 students in 37 different activities along with their school education and created world records with them. We have achieved all these results by using scientific techniques like a neuro-linguistic program, brain gym, neurobics, neuroplasticity, cognitive therapy, whole brain stimulation, right brain education, mind mapping, etc. And about myself, I have achieved world records when I was 16 by writing 21 different languages and different in 6 different styles with both hands. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ashwini. Thank you for joining. And it's actually very interesting to know about you and your venture. So welcome on board, and we look forward to seeing you at our sessions. With that, I would now like to invite our program director of TiE Women Global, Ms. Kanika. Thank you, Kanika ma'am, for joining us all the way from Bangalore.
Thank you, Manasi. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. A quick introduction of Ms. Kanika. She leads as a program director for TiE Women Global, and she is the founder and CEO of Evergreen Valley Law Group. So she's also a registered patent attorney in the US and a member of the State Bar of California. She is also the governing board member at TiE, charter member at Bangalore, and has been very instrumental in driving this initiative and taking it to where it is today. So thank you for joining, Kanika ma'am. You've always been a great support for TiE Women. With that, I hand over the session to you for giving us an introduction of what will happen in phase 2 of this session. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Manasi. It's always a pleasure to come attend TiE Hyderabad events because you guys do it with so much class and you're just in a league of your own. It's always a pleasure to come back. And I must congratulate the entire TiE Hyderabad team, Rashida, Nandita, Manasi, all of you just work relentlessly around the year. And to the participants who are joining us here today, I want to say that TiE Hyderabad always puts together the best programs, and just looking at the kind of sessions they've already planned, they are ahead of their game already. So look forward to a very enthusiastic participation from all the participants this year. And we will welcome you in phase 2 once Hyderabad picks its winners and runners up. 1 winner and 3 runners up, I should say. Just to reiterate, the final deadline to apply for the TiE Women's Global Pitch Competition is June 30th. We extended the deadline given the pandemic situation, especially in India. So hopefully you'll all take advantage of that and apply. Now, Rashida walked you through the entire process of what happens in phase 1. So once Hyderabad identifies its 1 winner and 3 runners up by September 1st, phase 2 of the pitch competition starts, and that's when TiE Global takes over. And we also have quite a few items planned for the winners and runners up that make it to phase 2. For instance, we have a boot camp session for the winners from every chapter. And last year we had 26 participating chapter. This year we are close to 40 chapters. There are about 21 from India. So all 21 winners from the different chapters will participate in a virtual boot camp in the second week of October. That's October 11th and 12th. And thereafter, you will head off to the global finale. The winners will head off to the global finale happening in Dubai. This year, I'm very happy to let you know that GITEX is one of our partners, as a result of which we will be showcasing our TiE Women finale as part of the GITEX Future Stars. So that's a huge investment and networking opportunity, in addition to, of course, giving you an opportunity to win equity-free cash prizes. Last year's top 3 winners at the global pitch competition walked away with prizes worth $100,000, $25,000, and $10,000 respectively. This year again, we'll be giving away attractive cash prizes. In addition to that, GITEX will be sponsoring accommodation for all the winners who make it to Dubai. So that's an added incentive and icing on the cake. We have also had a very valued partner that Rashida mentioned, BSc Empower, that has been a valuable partner from day one to TiE Women. And last year, if you recall, they sponsored an all expenses paid trip to Dubai that included flight and accommodation and so on and so forth. And we're very honored to have them as a partner. Today, we do have a representative from BSc India, the Chief Strategy Officer of BRITSIF, Mr. Gaurav Prakash, in our midst. So I'll let Gaurav say a few words. But before I hand it over to Gaurav, I want to encourage all of you to take part in the pitch competition. And Hyderabad is a great chapter to participate through because you can see the amount of work they've put in to give you those value-added programs. So please do take advantage. And I hope to see one of you in Dubai. With that, I'll hand it over to Gaurav. Gaurav, all yours.
Thank you very much, Kanika. And hi, everyone. Empower has been India's first tech accelerator for women entrepreneurs and has completed 5 editions so far. It has always been a women founder-centric program and one of the flagship programs of Zone Startups India, which is country's leading incubator and accelerator. It happens to be a JV between Bombay Stock Exchange Institute and 2 Canadian universities and housed in the iconic BSE building, and will urge you all to plan a visit whenever you are in Mumbai next. Our partnership journey with TiE Women, which started last year, has been absolutely a remarkable one. And with the committed participation of so many TiE Indian chapters, we are witnessing a bigger and better program in 2021. Chapter participation has grown by almost 50%. I mean, this year we are having 21 TiE chapters from India participating, which is phenomenal. I also take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the TiE Hyderabad team for their continued support to the program and for hosting today's event. Again, would urge, as Kanika had said, urging all the women founders out there who haven't yet applied, please go ahead and do so. This is one great opportunity that you have in store for you, a place where you can learn, network, and grow your ventures, and above all, make a splash in the global stage. And of course, we are there to back you up. That's all from my side. Looking forward to having as many participants and many of you getting selected. All the very best to all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Kanika, Mansi.
Thank you, Gaurav. I believe Manasi will take over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gaurav, for joining in. Thank you so much, Kanika ma'am. Indeed, it means a lot when it comes from both of you when you're sharing the program details. There is quite a lot. If any one of you would have any questions at this point, we would like to take them. Or if you may want to unmute and ask a question or share it, please make use of the chat box. They are here for some more time to take your questions.
Hi, this is Arasi here. Thanks for the wonderful meeting. And I am a member in TiE Mumbai. And so I've applied for TiE Hyderabad. Can I just still proceed or not, just stop it at this point of time? That was my first question. And my second question is, I have an updated pitch deck now from the time I've applied to TiE, Hyderabad's program. So how do I reach out to you, the panel, and give my updated pitch deck if I'm allowed to participate? Thanks for the time, guys.
So Arasi, quick question. Where is your place of business?
I'm from Chennai, but I've been a member with TiE Mumbai for like many years now.
I see. So typically it is the place of business that determines which chapter you will go to. So if you had already mentioned that when you filled in your application form, ideally you would have been directed to the chapter which you belong to, which sounds like it would be Chennai.
Okay, and so should I go ahead and send my updated pitch deck to TiE Hyderabad's program? Or is this program for all the TiE, or is this only in Hyderabad?
This is a TiE global program, and Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, they're all participating chapters. So if you filled out the application form on the centralized link, I'm assuming you did that, it would have asked which is the chapter you want to apply through, and it would have also asked which is your place of business. So based on that, we will direct your application to the chapter that you have that you belong to. So in your case, your application should have gone to Chennai.
Okay, thank you.
RC, I'll just add here is that I'm not sure whether you have made the application yet or not. Looks like you have not yet applied. So there is a special application form which you need to fill in, which you will have to put it. And when we say place of business, it means that your company, where is it registered? Is it registered with ROC Mumbai? Is it registered with ROC Chennai? Or is it with Hyderabad? So it's not where you are staying, but it is where your place of business is. And that's where you will, so once you fill up the application form, that you can anyway, I'm sure you would have got that form online. So if you fill it up and you put the place of business, it will directly put you into that chapter where you will be there. But this program, which I discussed and talked to you about, that is exclusively for people who are being registered with TiE Hyderabad. That is the sessions which I was talking about, the entrepreneur development program. That is for that program is being done by TiE Hyderabad, people who are registered with as a chapter in TiE Hyderabad. So that's what.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And I will check out the application form and I'll fill it again. Thank you.
Sure.
I have a question. Could I go ahead?
Please.
Hey, so I have a similar question. So recently I won Oregon Health Science Institute's pitch competition, and I got a free membership at TiE Oregon, but my company is incorporated here in Hyderabad. Is there a possibility of changing my TiE Oregon membership to that of Hyderabad?
Yes, I think you can do that. So if you can just, leave your details, Mansi will connect with you and, she will help you to get registered at Hyderabad. That is possible.
All right, great. Thank you.
So, Saishri, I recollect, I think we have tried connecting, right? Ideally, there is no such way to transfer a membership. But
right.
We can send you a link to join in TiE Hyderabad as a member. Of course, Oregon has its own programs, and you being awarded, I'm sure there'll be benefits from that membership as well. But other than that, of course, having TiE Hyderabad membership, because your business is registered here, will definitely be an advantage as well. So we can connect again offline and have more discussions if you still have any doubts.
All right, great. Thank you, Mansi.
Sure. Thanks. And also, we have mentioned the link of the TiE Women program. You may use this page and register. And like ma'am said, when you're registering, at one point it asks you where is your business registered or which is your nearest chapter. You may not, irrespective if you're on Hyderabad website or you're on the website of any other chapter, you would be directed to the chapter that you select when you're signing up for the program. So please feel free. The link has been shared in your chat box. You may want to go there and apply for the program. You will be directed to the chapter that you have selected when you're filling up the form. Any other questions? You may want to unmute, or if you come across any questions while we go ahead, please feel free to share it in the chat box and we'll be happy to take it as we go ahead. With that, can we do one more round of introductions? Yeah. So now, not in a particular order, but I'm just going to go in an alphabetical order and the participants that I am seeing here. Can we have Ms. Harika? Harika, you may want to unmute yourself and introduce. Okay, probably may not be possible. How about Varshita? Ms. Varshita, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, good evening to everyone. Thank you, Mansi, for this opportunity. So, this is Varshita, and I'm a biotechnology undergrad.
Your voice is coming very low.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Varshita, and I'm a biotechnology undergrad. Currently, we are building a non-invasive glucometer for diabetic patients. Now, this non-invasive glucometer is compact, portable, and affordable, which comes along with a companion app by providing the instant accurate result of your blood glucose measurements. So currently we are incubated at University of Hyderabad, and we are planning to launch our beta product by month of November 2021.
Thank you. Welcome on board. It's a pleasure to have you as our member as well. I would now like to invite Janvi Reddy. Would you like to unmute and introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you for this opportunity, Mansi. So I am Janvi, and I'm the co-founder of this company called Bumprint Baby. We are a recent startup, and we've launched an eco-friendly baby products company. And our main product is the cloth diaper, which is waterproof. So we all know about disposable diapers that are so very harmful for the environment. And at the same time, we know that the old and traditional languages that our parents used to use are also very inconvenient and messy, and it's difficult to travel and take your kids around in them. These cloth diapers that we make are the best of both worlds. They not only bring in the convenience of disposable diapers as they're leak proof and waterproof, but at the same time, they're completely safe as they're made out of only biodegradable materials, and at the same time, they're made out of completely organic and breathable fabrics. So that's basically the products that we sell.
Absolutely, very innovative. Thank you for joining in, and we would really be happy to connect once the sessions start. Thank you so much, Janvi. I may also would like to invite Lavanya.
I think we have two Lavanyas. You need to specify, Mansi.
Lavanya, if you can just.
Hi, would that be me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to connect with everybody in here. My name is Lavanya Diapa, and I'm the founder of ProNev Consultants. We are basically into HR and training, and we are right now focusing on building an HR tech platform for the manufacturing sector, the sector being one of the most ignored. Right now, our focus is completely on understanding how to bring in the core requirements of the job opportunities present in the MSME sector in manufacturing to the job seeker who is highly skilled. So skilled manpower versus the requirement at the manufacturing segment. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your introduction. It's a pleasure to have you, Lavanya. Look forward to connecting during the sessions. I would like to take one more, and maybe we can break for the upcoming session. May I invite Shruti Ajmera, please?
Hi.
Hi, Shruti.
Thank you for having me. Hi, I'm the founder of Hapa. It's a baby food and kids food health food brand. We are incubated at the Indian Institute of Millet Research as well as IIM Bangalore. We essentially make millet mixes that are easy to prepare, 100% natural and preservatives free. We are available on all the leading platforms online. Yeah, excited to be part of this journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shruti. Welcome on board, and we are really happy to have you, and we look forward to connecting at our sessions.
Mansi, you're on mute again.
Oh, I'm sorry. So thank you, Kanika ma'am. She has to drop off and connect to another call. Thank you, Kanika ma'am, for joining in. Thank you, Mr. Gaurav Prakash. And here we would like to introduce our TiE Women Global Leadership of 2021, which is being led by Nandita Seti and Smita Siddhanti, who are the program co-chairs. They have been supported by Mr. Mahavir Sharma, who has been our past chair of TiE Global Board of Trustees. Mr. Vijay Menon, who is the Executive Director at TiE Global, and also being supported by Ms. Sharima Praveen, who is co-chair and the lead at TiE Women Dubai. So this is a great leadership that has been driving this since last year, and they're looking forward to meeting all of you all at some point during this journey. With that, we would now like to go ahead with our speaker session. We have invited, and she has been very grateful for always being supportive, Dr. Nandita Seti. Many of us know her, and no formal introduction, but indeed it's a pleasure to have her today. She has been relentlessly working with startups. She's a founder of Entrepreneur Zone and been very, very supportive and encouraging our women entrepreneurs from last year. She's also been supporting our other programs, the TiE Grad, and it's been a pleasure having you here, Nandita ma'am. With this, I hand over the session to you for a brief session on success factors for a startup. Over to you, Nandita ma'am.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you so much. Yeah, so it's always a pleasure, and my association with TiE runs for many years now. So it's lovely to see so many women entrepreneurs doing such good work, and honored to be here. I would do a quick, we are short of time, I think, so we'll do a quick round of what really goes into making a startup successful. So we'll just touch upon some few points, and that's what I will be doing in the next 10 minutes. So I think everybody here who are startups, they all recognize that there is a certain madness around a startup, but there's also a method around the madness. So we are just trying to look at, in this whole madness of starting up, what is the, what are those trigger points which we say, well, this is the reason why the startup became successful. So we're just trying to pick out, I mean, after a lot of research, people have picked out these points and they say, okay, these are the points, which, and there's no just one point, there could be any point which could have triggered the success. So it's nice to look at all those points which actually make a startup successful. And there could be a combination of them. So I think if we start off in no particular order, it's the idea that is important, but actually the idea has a very small element in the whole gamut of, the canvas of success. But nevertheless, yes, idea is important. It doesn't matter when you come up with the idea, even if there is a startup which is existing with the idea and you come up later, that doesn't stop you from becoming successful, because we have examples of Google coming up when there were already 6 to 7 search engines already there, and yet it came and the rest is history, you know what it did. So that way, there are a lot of examples of startups which came up with very simple ideas and made it big. So the idea is important, but at the same time, it's not one of the biggest factors which contribute to the success of a firm. Second, I think I would like to go with leadership. Leadership is extremely important because at the helm of affairs, if you have a leader that cannot inspire the team or that cannot, take the startup forward, I think the team would really not be able to pull it off. So leadership would be one of the most important things for a startup, where the team is important, but the leader that leads the team is equally important. Thirdly, I think, again, this is not in any particular order. These are just factors which I've picked up, which add up to the success factor of a startup. So I think from any point of view, especially from the investor's point of view and from the success point of view also, the team is extremely, extremely important, the leader and the team. So you could put them in one, one group, or I would separate them out, because sometimes the team is very good and the leader is really not dynamic to lead them. And sometimes it is the other way around. The leader is very successful, but the team is not so good, so dynamic. So, I would separate them. And the team is very important, because, nothing can be done, alone. And therefore, the leader has to join up with the team. And that is where I think the success factor of most startups comes. So if you look at from the investor's point of view also, the investor, even more than the idea or anything else, what they look at is the team. When I say team, I mean the background of the team, the experience, if any, or what credentials the team has. So all those things add up to looking, the experience that matters, that takes the team forward in a certain area. So it's very important for a startup right now, when you are in idea stage or you are even in growth stage, to pick up the right team, hire the right people for the job, and you will never have a problem. But one wrong person, one wrong hire, and the whole team can go. They say one rotten apple can spoil the whole basket, right? So that's where you will have to be very careful where you pick the right team. So spend a lot of time on picking the right people, more than anything, because once the team is onboarded, the rest they will take it forward. The next factor, I think, is the capital. Working capital is always required in the initial stages of funding, your investment and the working capital. And here most of us say in the first few stages, it's very important for you to see that you have enough capital that can give you a runway to a stage that you can, end up on a funding table. So up till there, you will have to manage, we say friends, family, fools, FFF, the first model. So make sure that to reach that point, it's not that you will have, you're destined to be successful after that, but definitely till there, you have to pull it off, because when you reach the funding table, till there, you have to be in a position where you show you are already there, you are in the market, and people give seed funds also, but at the same time, you still have to have that basic funding available. So make sure funding and the cash flow. Many startups fail because they run out of cash flow. So they run out of a runway, in fact, and they crash. So whatever cash is there with you, that you have to use judiciously to see that you have a runway to that level that you can actually go for external funding after you have funded yourself till that point. So that is very important. In fact, many startups, if I remember one example, there was one startup called AskMe.com. So AskMe.com actually got one round of funding. After that also they crashed one fine day in Gurgaon, their office got locked simply because they did very bad cash flow management after they got one round of funding, and they were going for the second round and they didn't get the second round only because they had done very poor cash management. Okay, I think the next point would be the plan. The plan is extremely important, especially at all stages, but in the idea stage, I think the plan should include a good market research to validate your idea, a good product market fit to see that your product in the form that you are making it is wanted by the people, and not just wanted by a huge number of people, so that you have a sizable market which you can scale and not just a very small market. So a good product which is researched and wanted in the market, liked in the market, has a fit in the market, as well as is a sizable market which helps you scale up. So after all the planning that you do, no plan can be successful without its ability to be executed properly. So that's where I think a great plan is important, but the execution is even more important. So on that count, I think it's very important that you have the execution process in place. And that would mean a plan and an execution plan, both together would minimize your risk of failing and maximize your maximize your chances of success. Another important factor for the success of a startup is timing. In fact, timing is, I believe, if you take statistics and data, it is one of the most important, comes on top of the list of a startup success. When you launch things which are not properly timed, there can be a lot of, it can just go away. I'll give you an example that will make it clear. When YouTube came, for example, there were already a dozen of video streaming platforms already there. But because YouTube launched at a critical moment, and the moment, why was it critical? Because when it came in at that time, the high-speed internet became available to a lot of people. So even though there were streaming platforms before that, but YouTube hit the the timing was so perfect for them that they just made it big. And the other platforms, I don't even know where they are right now. Then the next would be, I think quickly, the 8th point would be the crisis response. So startups, like I said, there's a madness around the startup, but as I also said, there's a method around the madness. So you need to know how to manage a crisis. Startups will go through many crises all the time. So a crisis response team is always important. You should know how to handle the crisis internally. Otherwise, any small crisis can put you off the rails. And to come back again, by the time you come back, you will already be gone. Your product would have been, there already. People would have come up. So it's difficult to come back again once you're off. You need to come back quickly. So the crisis response team is very important. And how do you manage it? That internally you have to set it. The 9th and the second last point is the marketing. No matter how good your product is, if you have not packaged it properly with a proper branding and a proper packaging, the product will be a failure. That's not to say that you should bring out a substandard product and package it nicely, but what I'm saying is packaging is as important as the product. And so therefore you have to give enough importance to package it and brand it, so that sometimes very simple products become famous and viral at times just because they have been packaged very well and branded very well. And the last factor is always have a nice growth path to success or scaling. And that growth path has to be planned by you. You will have to you will have to decide how you want to grow. Some startups want to grow slowly, which is okay, a choice they make. But if you grow too slow, you may be left behind, and then others may race ahead of you. And some may want to grow very fast. They want to do growth hacking and they grow very fast. But if you grow very fast also, there may be a risk that you are stretching your firm too thin. So choose that right growth path, which gives you a trajectory which is more constant and growing at a constant rate. These are the 10 things that I think are very crucial for any startup as success factors. That's it for me. Back to you, Mansi.
Indeed, it's always so impactful, and there are so many takeaways when we have you speak, Nandita ma'am. Thank you so much once again. We have a question coming from Shwetali. She says, how do we have a crisis team? Do you mean a strong match of founders?
So I think you should have some good mentors, advisors, and also a plan B always ready. So that is like a crisis. If this happens, for example, regulation changes, pandemic comes, these are all crisis times when you need to tweak your model, you need to pivot your plan. So I've seen a lot of startups who have completely changed their product plans in the pandemic. And I think that is the agility that they have, and the agility that every startup should have. No matter what you produce, any crisis comes, you need to have this team which sits together and says, okay, these are the models we can change, these are the products we can tweak, and we can continue to be in business. That's just have good advisors. They can advise you. They can be because they have seen crisis in their lifetime, in their businesses. So a good mentor team, a good advisor team, and your in-house team also, make sure you keep them agile and flexible to handle such things. Yes, Mansi.
I hope it answers your question, Shwetali.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Nandita ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, you may feel free to unmute yourself or make use of the chat box and share your questions. This is the interaction time. We will also start off with our introductions shortly. Divya asks one question, Nandita ma'am. She says, in case of crisis, should we change our business model?
Yeah, there could be a case that you may have to change your business model, and you could think about what is more palpable at the time of such a crisis. I know of startups where regulation changed and they had to change their model. I'll just give you an example of a startup we have. He was into construction aggregation platform where you get all these things for construction. And the pandemic came and he wasn't finding business. So he changed his, he added a new line of product called home office, Homis he calls it. So he will create a home office for you at home, starting from 10 to 15,000, depending on your stature in the organization. So the bigger your role, the bigger the office and the look of it and whatever. So Homis was a new product he added, and that became a super hit in the time of pandemic. So I'm just giving you an example that I know of, but you can change your model, you can change your, you can tweak your products also, and you can also change your market sometimes. Yes, Divya, yes, Mansi. I hope I've answered Divya's question. Yeah, thank you, Divya.
I hope that helps, Divya. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, please feel free to unmute. And I am at this point going to invite Reshma. Sorry, Reshma, we had to jump onto the session, but please feel free to unmute yourself, introduce your venture, and if you have any questions, please feel free to share it with us.
Hi team. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Mansi. So I would like to introduce myself. I'm Reshma Singh, and by profession, I'm a product manager. And my venture, which I'm starting, is related to social entrepreneurship, where we are building a platform for orphanage kids, where we are planning to list down all the listed orphanage with their identified documents, and we will connect all these orphanages to the right vendors. These platform would be downloaded by all of the users. I mean, everybody can download this platform, and they can use that platform to direct the donation through Grofers, Big Baskets, and all of the listed vendors, which will be integrating our system too, and they can directly put the donation to orphanage. So this will reduce the time and efficiency, and this will reduce the time, bring out the transparency, and also bring out the donation initiative for all the people who want to donate but cannot donate due to their tough schedule or richness, and they have their own inhibitions. So yeah, this is all about what we are planning to do.
Very interesting. Thanks, Reshma, for the brief intro, and we really look forward to your signing up for the program and connect with you during this TiE Women journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anybody would like to unmute? We also would like to know from you if you have any specific ask from this platform, if you have any specific topic, any specific mentoring that you're looking at. Please feel free to unmute and share this with us.
Hey, Mansi, can I go introduce myself?
Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. It's very nice connecting with you. I'm Saishri. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Axolotl Health. We are a company who's focused on making medical devices for urogynecological problems of postmenopausal women. We see that many postmenopausal women suffer from pelvic organ prolapse, urinary incontinence, and a lot of similar issues which come up with menopause. And we believe that there is a veil of silence on these problems, and there is a need for devices which are focused for helping postmenopausal women. So this is exactly what we do. And I am a BIRAC Social Innovation Fellow at AIC CCMB. It's very great to connect with you, and I'm waiting for the TiE, the mentorship, which is going to happen on July 5th, so that I can meet you all. Thank you so much.
Indeed, we are also equally excited. Thank you so much. And we are really looking forward to meeting all of you there.
Mansi, we lost you. Mansi?
Yeah, maybe the next person, I believe Jyoti wants to introduce herself.
Thank you. Jyoti, go ahead.
Yeah.
Jyoti, go ahead. You can introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for organizing this type of event. I'm Jyoti Tekchandani from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and I'm founder of Riti Rivaj. I started this company in 2011, and we are providing food service for social, corporate, and wedding events. And during this journey, I saw pain point of absence of buffet service for small gatherings. From last year, 2020, I resulted new company that is a RR Buffetly for provide online portal for providing for small gatherings ranging between 10 to 50 people.
Wow,
Thank you.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jyoti. And that was really interesting. I would like to now, if invite maybe Divya to talk a little bit about her experience. I mean, she's a committee member, and Divya, just a couple of lines about TiE and how has it benefited you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Rashida. Thanks for that. So, hello everybody. I'm Divya Medar. I'm a committee member at TiE Women Hyderabad, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a chef by profession. I run an enterprise called Snacker Street Private Limited. We are into the manufacturing of ready-to-cook frozen snacks, and we are in the B2B space, pivoting to go into various regions and other sectors now. So I think I always kind of introduce myself as a product of TiE. In fact, Nandita was the one who introduced me to TiE, and I always thank Nandita for that. It's a wonderful network of like-minded and diverse individuals. I've also got two wonderful mentors from this program, and all this diverse network and challenging questions and discussions has really helped me grow as an entrepreneur. Especially when one is a co-founder, it's extremely it's a pretty lone journey. So when you're with other entrepreneurs, it really helps open up the forum to asking any kind of questions without feeling like, oh, what would whether they would have the answers to that, and whether other, and it also helps, I think, sometimes to know that other people are facing similar issues as well. So I think a program like TiE Women definitely does help a lot, because you meet like-minded individuals, you meet individuals from different sectors. It's not necessary always that different businesses cannot help you in your business. In fact, sometimes it opens up a variety of options for us. So definitely do participate in this program. And I think one of the key takeaways is the industry stalwarts you would meet through this program. There are people like Rashida, Nandita, Venkat, Bhanu, Mr. Jesrani, Mr. Pradeep Dobale. There are wonderful people here who lent their time and they share their experiences, and it's one of a kind. So do participate, and thanks for this opportunity both to TiE Women and to Rashida. Thank you.
Thank you, Divya. That's really helpful, and thanks for the encouragement and the good words. Thank you so much. And we also have Kulwant, who is also a TiE committee member, and maybe Kulwant, a couple of words from you. Kulwant, is there?
I think she's having a network issue, Rashida.
Okay, fine. Right. Over to you, Mansi. Are you back?
So we just lost connection for a while, but yes, we are back again. While I was just getting off, I was seeing Jyoti wanting to unmute and introduce her venture. Jyoti, are you
Jyoti already
introduced?
completed.
Okay, I'm sorry. We lost that. Okay, I missed it. So anybody else has any questions before we call it a day? If you have any questions, any expectation setting or anything that you would have or require from this platform, please feel free to share with us.
May I ask
before we
a
start
question?
the program, we would really Yes, sure, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Nandita. This was specifically wanting to know. I'm not a member of TiE yet. So is this still an okay thing? I mean, is this something that I need to fulfill? I've already, I think, applied for it, but I'm not sure what the process is. I think I'll take it up with Mansi later.
Yeah, Mansi.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a specific question regarding the peer group mentoring. Like, for example, if there are HRs from bigger organizations that we could connect to, it would help the organization or the product that I'm trying to build better, because they will understand the pain points. Likewise, I think I've seen somebody from the food technology or somebody who's a chef or someone who's building another product. Is there any way we could have a focus group of these people who would mentor outside the TiE purview, or would this be only members of TiE that would be a part of the mentoring sessions?
Mansi, you want to answer that? Most of the time, the mentors are from TiE.
Okay.
Yeah, but if there is somebody particular you want to connect or something, somebody has a cross connect here, then I'm sure more than happy to help you.
Okay, thanks.
I think since you're also part of the program, yeah.
No, please go ahead, Divya. Sorry.
No, you were. Yeah, I think this would be a nice point where we mentioned the mentor advisor program, the mentor mentee program, which also I've been a part of. So that's a wonderful program as well. So if you're reaching out to mentors, most of the mentors here are part of the TiE network. The advantage of being part of a network is that you need mentors in different spaces, right? So sometimes you might need somebody to help with marketing, sometimes in maybe product development, somebody may be related to finance. It's difficult to always kind of reach out of the network. So in such a place, it's easy to access all such mentors in one space.
Okay, thanks.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I just wanted to understand that one is that I just mentioned a question there in the inbox wherein somebody mentioned about a pitch deck. I don't think there was a there was a pitch deck was asked at this stage. Yeah. So yeah, right. I mean, I'm right in this. I don't have to actually submit it right away or before the program starts, right?
Yeah, Rajeshwari. No, you don't have to submit it now. In fact, you will be asked to submit once we have finished the, final. We finally when the entrepreneurship development program gets done. At that time, at the end of it, you will be asked to present the pitch deck in the format that we will be giving it to you. So there's a specific format in which you have to present it, and that we will train you how to do it, and then you'll have to submit it.
Sure, wonderful. And there's just one another thing I mentioned that even in one of the sessions you had earlier, where I have seen that right now what the participants mostly are from the tech solutions and some product based startups. Ours is a service oriented startup, and I am looking for obviously the critical hours are for of course investments and also networking, because we are approaching digital marketing from the content strategy approach, and that is where we want to make a difference. That is where the world is shifting to, and we are kind of probably a forerunners. We have to make the customers also understand that this is an important, or this is the future of digital marketing. Now at this with this kind of an approach, I am just wondering, as a service oriented organization or as a service oriented startup, we would definitely be hoping for a mentorship in kind of projecting this solution as a good investment opportunity. So that is again another thing that I was wondering. I mean, I'm wondering, there's nobody else in the service sector that
No, Rajeshwari. In fact, there are many who are there from the service sector, and this particular program is absolutely sector agnostic. It has got nothing to do with any particular area. So we are not tech oriented, or we are not manufacturing or product oriented. We are absolutely sector agnostic. We have a lot of social service companies who are part of this TiE Women program, who are doing into social segment. And we have a lot of people who are into service segment, because there are a lot of people who are into HR and other services also, which they're providing. So it's got nothing to do with it. Absolutely welcome. It is, as long as you have a fantastic service which is addressing certain pain points and it's scalable and it's good, yes, definitely this is the program you have to be in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So Mansi, I think there are a few more questions, and somebody also, Divya also wanted to introduce, I think.
Yeah. I think Divya did one round of introduction. Shwetali, you may want to unmute. I see you raised a hand. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I have a question. How helpful will this program be for founders or entrepreneurs who have crossed the stage of product ideation, validation, doing the market research, or finding out the right target audience for themselves? Because I have reached the stage where we already are figuring out what kind of marketing strategy. So basically what my look is finding out marketing strategies or sales strategies, and second is how do I connect to good set of investors, or how do I draw investors for my startup. So these are my concern areas. I have sort of crossed that product ideation and those stages. So how helpful would it be for me?
Can I take that question, Mansi?
Yes, Nandita.
Yes, please, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So see, the program is not only just for the people who are in the ideation stage. If you look at the content, we are so much into how do you enter the market, how do you find your customer, how do you get funding. So more than half the program is about those aspects. That is one point. Second point is the fact that you will be in the program itself will give you such a good connect to so many investors and so many mentors who can individually also mentor you on several aspects of your marketing, your models that you want to get into the market with, whatever, or if you are seeking investment. So we have a whole lot of TiE members who are themselves investors and who would love to mentor you from the investment point of view or from the market access point of view. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope that's helpful. Next, I see Shruti has a question. Please go ahead, Shruti.
Thanks, Mansi. So I wanted to understand, since we are now associate members also of TiE Hyderabad, how do we connect with fellow members, or is there some sort of an icebreaker session that where you can connect? And I recently was added to a WhatsApp group, but I can't go through the list of numbers, right? So I wanted to understand if you'd be hosting some sessions where we can network, since right now a lot of it is virtual.
Mansi, you can answer.
So yes, definitely. Yes, I'll be happy to take that, ma'am. So yes, definitely the WhatsApp group was definitely created, Shruti, thinking, we have to, for some time, e-network per se. So that's how the WhatsApp group was quite active. And yes, now things getting back to normalcy and people ready to attend in-person events. We run multiple programs still. In fact, February 2020, we were having multiple programs for members. Just like you said, Member Mixers is one that we are currently running. It's a monthly event where we bring in our members, of course, virtually for some time now, to connect, check for possible synergies, see or build an ecosystem around you within the members. That's one. That's the motive of Member Mixers. In this session, we also bring in a few of our charter member to come and give their inputs. So that will look like some kind of an informal clinical mentoring or a piece of advice from them. And then, as we go ahead, maybe you would want to connect offline. So those sessions definitely happen. We are hoping and shooting for July to start off and kick off our in-person events, open mic being one signature event. That will also give you an opportunity to meet our fellow members, few of our charter members, and take this forward. So yes, we are definitely working, and we are also looking forward to connecting all the members together, we meeting them and understanding and trying to see how best we can help them. So yeah, hopefully we all meet sometime in July.
Thank you. Just another add-on question regarding the program. Sure. We are yet to get a schedule, right, of how things are planned for the next few months.
Yes. So we'll also get the website updated. I mean, of course, TiE Women related, and we'll also be publishing. I mean, once we realize how well and nice it would be to have events, we'll also be having events calendar published for our members. And of course, the WhatsApp group keeps you updated. We also do a lot of partner events, which they invite TiE members to attend and things like that. So yeah, that will definitely be updated. And as a member, you will keep getting updates on that.
Okay, thank you so much, Mansi.
Thanks, Rudy. Any more questions?
Maybe you can invite Divya to, introduce herself.
Divya?
Divya Gani Reddy.
Divya, I think was done, but yeah, Divya, if I have missed you out, I'm sorry. Please unmute and you may want to introduce yourself. Divya Gani Reddy. She's an.
Divya, we can't hear you.
I am Divya Gani Reddy from Rosebud Technology Private Limited.
It's too low, your voice.
We are unable to hear you.
I am Divya Gani Reddy from Rosebud Technology Private Limited. We have started our startup in 2019 now. We have developed an app named Brigo, which is ready for market launch. The Brigo is into automobile sector. Other things will be followed in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Divya. Any more questions or any more queries? I am once again just going to share our link for reference. Please feel free to visit the website. If you haven't yet applied, please do join us. And we will also update the website with more deadlines and deadlines that we will be taking the program ahead with. Should you have any questions, this is my number that I am reachable on. For any reasons, if I'm not able to take your call, please feel free to drop a text or write to us on my email ID, and we'll be happy to respond back at the earliest. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Once again, thank you to our committee, Nandita ma'am, Rashida ma'am, Divya, Kulwant ma'am. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you all stay safe, and we look forward to connecting you at the TiE Women sessions. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.
Done.